The following podcast is most likely unlistenable, unintelligible, inarticulate, and problematic, and will probably ruin your day. But if you have any pity in your big red heart, you'll listen to these four handsome boys. Please, bro, please, they need this so bad. Just listen.
All right, what would the cold open be for like people that maybe this is gonna be maybe some people's first episode? So what's like a very like
It's gonna be people's first episode. Oh, fuck.
Universal.
Did you catch that last episode of The Big Bang Theory? Did you guys like that one?
That one. Okay, so no, that's not a good one. Matt, do you have a cold open suggestion?
Wow, Craig, you're really pulling aggro there.
This is all usable.
This is all gold.
This is all usable.
This is really good.
The only thing, like, yesterday I was like, man, we have to do a little intro. Like, what should we talk about? And the only thing I could think about was that, like, my dick really stunk. And that's
Your dick stunk?
Yeah, that's all I can.
Why was your dick
I don't want to
stinky?
record this, dude.
Oh, my dick stinks.
I don't want this to be the portrayal.
Then you got to think of something.
Yeah, what was it like?
Lego Star Wars.
We're gonna talk about video games for an hour, and all you can think of was Lego Star Wars. It's not enough for you.
It's a video game.
It's not enough for you.
Okay, here we go.
It's a video game.
When I was in Toronto, because you guys never got to come by and see it, which was very sad. But while we were there on the balcony, because it got cold in winter, but we still wanted to smoke weed. Obviously. We bought a tent and we set it up on the balcony, and it was just like it had a little coffee table in there. And that I would put the laptop on. We had blankets down. It was the kind with pegs, so we had to duct tape it to the walls of the balcony. People on other buildings could probably see us and thought we were like fucking crazy people. But yeah, we would crawl into that little tent and we both fit in there. It was perfect. We got to go and smoke our weed outside in the winter, all nice and cozy and warm.
Matthew, where's the door? Where's the door? Are we falling? You could get blown off the side of your balcony, just in your tent. That'd be like we were talking about throwing like a monkey off the CN Tower. Imagine like that would just change the trajectory of your life. If it's basically like a weed nuke hit the streets of Toronto.
Imagine living in Toronto and you're fucking come on, you got a pet monkey. You're like, come on, man, come on into the weed tent, come smoke a bowl with me. He falls right off the edge, splatters.
There's no way that
person.
There's no way that like people that own monkeys in Toronto or like other pets haven't like their first instinct is just to jump off the balcony and then just ruin the lives, totally change the trajectory of everyone's bond who lives in Toronto and managed to view that.
Oh
that
yeah,
wasn't...
There's also that homeless man that stole a pigeon outside.
Hey, they're free, okay? The government doesn't want you to know, but they're free. Okay.
It was crazy. He was like tearing up pieces of like bread and pouring them out, and like was like just slowly inching towards these pigeons as he was giving them food, so they were like unsuspecting. And then suddenly, I just saw them all burst, like all the pigeons like burst out, and he just had one in his hand because he went and grabbed one, and then he stuffed it in his coat and walked away.
That's like pigeon bombing.
Oh yeah.
You never like pigeon bombed a library? You put like a bunch of pigeons in like a food basics bag, put clothespins around it.
Well,
and then just swing your arm around like Thor, and then throw the fucking bag into the library or a bank.
No, I'm glad you brought that up because I see. My immediate instinct was like, oh, he's gonna go eat it. But yeah, maybe. What if he went and robbed the place with it and was like, I'll release, like, you guys serve food here. I'll throw this into your kitchen.
I release 40 rabid pigeons.
Give me a sandwich.
I will release 40 rabid pigeons into this establishment if you do not get me by Baconator.
Exactly. Make me a goddamn. So this is McDonald's. Make me a goddamn Baconator now.
People that pigeon bomb are much more admirable than those freaks that do yarn bombing.
Pigeon bombing decides who. Like, pigeon bombing is God's way of deciding who is smart and who is starving, you know?
Mm-hmm. Basically, you kind of remind me of a yarn bomber.
Oh, what's that?
Welcome back to Post Unavailable. It's the podcast for Yarn Bombers by Yarn Bombers. I'm, of course, joined by March and Babel.
Yarn bomber.
What's a yarn bomber? Is that like a new form of
I'm
Unabomber?
waiting.
It's when, like, do you know, like, when you see, like, yarn knitted around, like, a tree?
No,
Oh,
I don't.
no. I don't.
I'm
Is
also
that
joined
real?
by Matthew Cosrin.
What's up, guys? I'm more of a Unabomber, less of a yarn bomber.
And VC Farrell.
Oh my god.
God.
Seems
Oh
like-
my
VC, what kind of bomber are you?
I'm more of a carpet bomber, honestly. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of the situation, you know, one fell swoop.
That's fair.
I'm more of a, and I'm Noah Friesen, who's more of a carpet muncher, if you will.
That's
Mm.
okay. We're
That.
Exactly. Heroes don't do that.
gamers don't do that.
Gamers. That's why Warner Bros said that. They said no, gamers don't do that.
Speaking of gamers, it's man, I want it. Well, you know, it's the E3. It's time to talk about E3, guys. If only we had someone who, like, a guest star or some sort of guest to help us talk about E3.
Are you talking about Craig?
No,
Craig doesn't
someone
talk.
Craig
else.
can't
just
talk.
record.
He's a fucking robot.
Noah,
Thank
you're
you
so
for guessing,
dumb,
Craig.
man. Honestly, sometimes Noah.
Sometimes Noah really makes me fucking mad, dude.
Can you guys not insult me in front of our guest?
Who's that?
There's someone. Wait, hold on. There's someone at the door right now.
Oh,
You guys aren't helping me at all with any of these.
Man,
tips.
let him in.
Oh, you're getting
Let
the
him in.
door.
Who's okay? Wait, yeah, hold on. Let
I
me get that.
knocked. What do you? I mean,
Uh-huh.
they
I
don't.
don't know. I can't see who it is. Let me look at the window first. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Let's just ignore them until they leave.
Oh, I don't think we should do that. I think we should let
Okay,
them
well,
in.
I'll go get the door.
Yeah, go open the door. Okay, it's not
Holy
the fucking Easter Bunny.
Matt Ryder
How is it going?
Wow! Oh my
From-
god! What a
Wow.
from
what?
the Inside Studios own
surprise.
Matt Ryder,
And now he's inside our studio.
and now he's inside our studios. He came from the Inside Studios, and now he's in the Post Unavailable studios. How's it
studio
going?
unavailable is what I call it.
Yeah,
exactly. He flew all the way to LA where our studio is.
We're
Matt Ryder, how's it
we
going?
every week in LA
Oh.
from Ontario.
Can we let our guest fucking talk? Matt Ryder, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good.
Yeah.
I wish I had a lot to say about E3 this year, but every press conference had me on my phone more than paying attention.
Yeah,
That's how I felt.
I'm excited to get into it with you. I know you're a big gamer. We're all big gamers here.
Emphasis on the myrrh.
Yeah, right. The one complaint that I constantly get for this podcast is that no one knows what we're talking about when we talk about video games.
Yeah,
But if we were to stop talking about video games, it would just sort of
Would have
betray our
nothing to talk
mantra.
about.
Yeah, it would sort of just betray our mantra, which is just we don't give a shit and
We
we can
got
kind of just talk whatever we
Yeah.
want to talk about.
You got to live up to the mantra.
Exactly.
And you're a
Yeah.
guy I know who does that very well. So I guess we'll get into it. Let's talk about E3. It was the Entertainment Expo and another letter that starts with an E.
I think you missed one.
Yeah, one of those. I think we started our podcast talking about how we missed E3 or how we were glad that it's dead, like back last year.
We're ending our podcast on
No,
how
we're
glad
starting our
we are
first.
that
We're
E3's
starting our first annual E3 episode where we talk about
Ooh.
this great fucking this expo where they show off all the fun little video games that
It's true.
you just want to get your little grubby
All the
greasy
fun
gamer hands on.
electronics and entertainment
Yeah, all the electronics
At
and
the expo.
entertainment that you could
and eggs.
possibly fit into an
and
exhibition.
Eggs.
I think that
Egg
is the
three.
already.
Expo.
Expo.
I guess
Expo.
Expo.
before
Nice.
I kind of go through, I guess we'll go through like everything and just kind of like feel the room. But it was pretty shitty, so no pressure if you have literally nothing to say about something. But I guess just like first like initial thoughts, Matt. What did you think of the sort of exposition in general?
Well, I enjoyed how they actually tried to like make something out of it with all the things they were like positioned for, I guess. I don't know, that's for lack of a better term. Xbox pairing up with Bethesda was really smart. But Bethesda, I think, had way too much hype for games. No, everyone said, "I'll try that for a week and then I'll leave it in the Game Pass queue." That vampire shooter that they're releasing
Right.
looks
Yeah.
like it's gonna be hot for 2 weeks, and then everyone's gonna say, "All right, it's not gonna be anything more." Way too much was going on in the trailer.
Well, I don't want to stop you there, but I'll get into that when we get
I'll
to
stop
the
you there.
Xbox
I don't
thing.
want to stop you there. But
I don't want to stop you there, but I'm
gonna stop you.
literally
I don't
going
want
right
to.
now.
I literally have to.
I literally have to.
Must.
But I guess I'll start from like sort of before, because the Xbox one was the first press conference they had. They put out Todd Howard to do his fucking whiny nasally thing.
It's my
Please,
dad.
I-
Looks more
Skyrim
depressed
again.
every year you see
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, honestly, poor guy.
All right, I guess like I'll start talking about some stuff. So I guess before E3, this was like the summer game fest that they tried to do, which was
It's only
on the
one
Friday.
thing. There's one thing at the Games
They
Fest.
showed off the Elden Ring trailer.
Ooh.
Did you guys see that? The Elden
What's
Ring
that?
trailer. This
Uh,
is the new sort of Dark Souls-esque game from with George R.R. Martin, the
and
Oh,
Big
right.
Software.
the big
It's
fat
like
guy who
it's
writes
like
Game
an
of Thrones.
open world Dark Souls, right?
Yeah, I saw it and I thought it was a Dark Souls 2 remake.
That's
Yeah.
what I
I
thought
wish.
too. Although I didn't think Dark Souls 2. I just thought I don't
Dark
know.
Souls?
New Dark
Dark
Souls.
Souls remake.
Yeah, I just thought
Yeah,
new Dark
it's
Souls game.
the reboot of Demon Souls. It's Demon Souls 2 actually.
It sucked.
That would be amazing. Actually, I fucking love Demon Souls. Looked so good. Never gonna actually play it.
It's just Dark
But-
Souls
But it looked
again.
good.
It's actually the first Dark Souls, I think.
I
This
can
looks
play-
just completely like it's a Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
well,
the
it's
cover
well,
art.
it's
It
the
is,
same. It's the same guy. So the guy who does Dark Souls, Miyazaki or whatever his name, he teamed up with
Dark Soul.
again that big hat wearing bearded slob that makes Game of Thrones, and
Donkey.
Hey,
Yeah.
donkey.
yeah, Donkey.
He wishes.
And they made their own little world. Yeah, it just kind of looks like Dark Souls, but like way crazier, a lot more jumping and movement. It looks like kind of like an anime Dark Souls.
Yeah,
You
the
think
magic
it'll live
seems a
up?
lot cooler.
What's
To,
that?
do you think it'll live up to the January 21st release date, or do you think it's going to have Cyberpunk delays?
We'll see. It'll come
Let's
out.
see.
Yeah, I don't know. Their track record. I mean, I think their track record's been okay. I haven't seen them like really fuck up a release. I mean, a lot of people I know. Like,
Yeah.
I
don't
was
know.
like, what's the bad one out of the Dark Souls? It's like Dark Souls 2.
It's not even the bad one, it's just the one people like the least.
Yeah, right. So I don't know. I think that will come out. That will be a game that will come out. Which
Does
is,
do Japanese developers usually delay games? Because I don't know. I feel like I've never heard of Nintendo delaying a game.
They
before.
don't because they literally work 90 hours a day to.
They're
create games.
slave drivers.
yeah,
Quite
but
literally.
no snitches at Nintendo though. Unlike at fucking Rockstar, where it's like
Rockstar.
we worked 100 hours.
Project
And they get
CD
killed.
Red.
We had to
Yeah.
think of food to eat food.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We had to
In
code
Japan,
food into the game, and then we earned it.
Japan, there's no fucking way, dude. If you complain, they probably just kill you, honestly.
They put
They
you on
trap
the
you in the
Bandai Namco team.
Yeah, they trap you in the Mario world.
Do you think this
Um,
is what happens in Montreal? Because I feel like I've never heard of like shit like
Montreal is the Mario world.
like.
That's what you're referring to.
I feel like Montreal also puts out their games on time, but I haven't heard like them being slave drivers. So yeah, are they
No,
killing
because-
anyone that complains?
Yeah, they're better at silencing.
French
okay.
people don't sleep, so they don't have to worry about deadlines. Okay, they just smoke cigarettes and drink coffee, and that's all they do.
Hot chip and
That's how
lime.
they sustain themselves.
Of course, it's breakfast.
Quebecois are vampires.
Basically, I mean,
Every game that comes out of Montreal is like also just the same game where you climb up a tower and clear
it's
out a
just
map.
an
So
Ubisoft game.
it's not.
Yeah, it's
not
just a
that hard.
Tom Clancy.
Yeah, it's a
Literally,
reskin
right?
of a game that's already been made. So
Okay, I guess that was it for. Oh yeah, I was gonna bring up on the Summer's Game Fest. They're doing Death Stranding, the director's cut.
That's stupid.
Mm.
Got
Oh,
me,
that's stupid.
got me excited from little.
What's
Death
his
Stranding.
What's his name again? Kojima.
Hideo
What?
Kojima?
The whole thing was like Death Stranding. This is my vision. This is entirely my game. I left my I got fired from my company because I wanted to make this game. That's how That's how passionate I am about my vision. Oh, by the way, here's a director's cut for all the stuff I couldn't put in to my vision.
He has more things he wants to put in. It's like Zack Snyder being like, "Oh, I wanted to put in Green Lantern."
Yeah, but Zack Snyder, okay.
I would compare
We're not
them.
talking about Zack Snyder.
Hideo Kojima is the Zack Snyder of video games.
Think about it.
I'll
think
agree
about
with
it. You make a game, right? And you make a big game. And then you're like, well, I'm going to release a game, but I'm going to cut out 30% of it. And then later on, instead of making another game, I'm just going to add that 30% and then release it as the director's
It's literally
cut.
1 year later.
Yeah. Easy more. And people are going to buy the director's cut because they'll be like, oh, I love Kojima. I love Metal Gear.
That's a good impression of me, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And then you're going to buy it and you're going to play it and be like, wow, that sucked.
Right.
I wish I didn't buy that. And Kojima's going to be like, thanks for buying my shitty game twice. Bitch.
All right, let's move on to I was gonna say let's move on to the Gearbox, but I didn't watch any of that. From what I heard, they just talked about the Borderlands movie that's coming out.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
And
Gearbox got their
spin-off.
own E3.
They had a little thing. What's that, Matt?
There's a Borderlands spin-off. I'm not familiar with the series at all.
Oh, they're doing
Yeah.
a
It's
me
for,
neither,
I think,
but they're
Tiny
doing a
Tina.
they're doing
I
a
think-
movie. Oh yeah, yeah. You're talking about another thing. I was gonna talk about the
I thought he
Kevin
was asking
Kevin
about the
Hart
spin-off.
vehicle.
No,
Of,
we're not talking about that.
Borderlands.
Why is
Is
Kevin
that
Hart?
an actual movie?
I'm boycotting it because Kevin Hart is in the
Why
movie.
do you not like Kevin Hart? What's wrong with Kevin Hart?
It's not that I would. It's just he's playing Roland, this
Yeah,
big
oh.
like soldier, huge guy. Kevin
He's
Hart's like
compensating.
the
Wow.
size of my 12-year-old brother.
Wow. Yeah, so? Who else
I need a-
who
I
would
need
you
a big
rather
guy.
play him?
Tom Hardy.
Rock.
Yeah, I bet you would need a big guy, Marchin.
Yeah, for you,
Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan. Sure.
I haven't seen Trace. Man, I haven't seen Tracy Morgan in fucking forever in anything. Yeah, I don't know anything about Borderlands, so I don't know. I guess apparently that's a bad choice. But also, I mean, Kevin
I
Hart
don't
in
care that
anything.
much.
Kevin Hart in
but
anything, I
I do
would
think
say
it's
is
a
a
bad
bad
choice. Yeah, yeah.
They're gonna do the thing they did with Peter Dinklage in Avengers. Remember when he was the dwarf, but he was giant? They're gonna do that with Kevin Hart.
They're just gonna drag the corners of his
Yeah.
image out. He's gonna look a bit
It's just
bigger.
gonna be a JPEG.
Yeah.
They're just gonna move him around in Photoshop.
He's like way blurrier than everyone else. Like the film grain like doesn't match up or anything.
He's like pixelated and shit.
yeah.
Wait, is Jack
Bobby
Black
Lee is
in
in it?
Jack Black is in it.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
so it's
what?
just Jumanji again. Is The Rock in it too?
No, I don't think so.
He's not announced yet.
Who's Jack
Okay.
Black playing?
He's playing
Claptrap.
Claptrap.
This is
Jack
gonna be a
Black
good
is
movie.
Claptrap.
That's actually a perfect casting.
This,
Yeah,
this
that's
is a good
pretty
movie.
good, I think.
Yeah, Jack Black looks like a robot anyway.
He does.
He does. He looks exactly like Claptrap.
I
mean,
don't know. I
I'm
don't know
sure-
about that casting.
I'm sure
We'll
he's being sick.
I feel
I'm
like
sure he's
Kevin
being
Hart should
sick
be
of
Claptrap.
I
typecasted
agree.
into roles where he has to be a character with one wheel as a leg, but I'm sure
Like
he'll
what
buy-
I mean, you get what you pay for.
I'm sure he'll make
Jack.
the most of it.
Exactly.
Okay, well then there was the Ubisoft, our buddies in Montreal. There's the
Didn't even
Ubisoft
know they had one.
thing. They did a little thing.
Just Dance.
Yeah,
Just
right?
Dance?
They, sh- they
Just
showed
Dance is
some.
cool though.
They showed some Avatar bullshit, and then like Far
Oh
Cry
right,
6.
that game.
Far Cry 6, Los Pollos Hermanos is coming out, and then they showed the new Mario and Rabbids game.
Which is like my
hell
main
yeah.
takeaway. That's my main takeaway from all
Hell
the E3.
That game is unironically really fucking good. That
It's
Mario and
amazing.
Rabbids.
Yeah,
I
I
played
said
the
that
shit out
when
of
it
it.
was first revealed. Everyone was like, "No, this sucks." I'm like, "No, this is cool."
What? How did anyone not get sold by seeing Miyamoto kick down the doors holding a gun,
A gun,
fucking,
yeah.
like Mega Man Rabbids gun, and then like aiming it at the audience, and then just speaking Japanese? No one knows what he's saying. He always fucking does that. He like manages to bring in a weapon and just like
And
just
aim
let
at
in
the
the
audience.
audience.
People.
Yeah.
I did just buy it. It was on like sale for like $20. So I was like, "Hell yeah, I can
It's
finally
good.
play it."
It's like a
It's a fun
really
game.
simple XCOM kind of thing. I know they're changing the controls up a little bit for this one, but
They're gonna make
Yeah, the
it
whole
like a
battle
more
system.
difficult XCOM.
You can freely move in a circle, but it also looks like you're limited to like how much you can move, if that makes sense.
I see.
um,
I see.
The first one, though, I was surprised because when they announced the first one, it also got leaked back in 2017, but it also only came out 3 months later, and this one doesn't even have a confirmed like release date. So I hope it's not holiday 2022.
Right.
I can't wait
we'll
that
see.
long.
Can't wait.
There's some really like not beautiful obviously, but like really good sort of like cinematic shots in the trailer of like the spaceship coming out of an sea of clouds, like going in like this huge wide shot. And it's just so funny to think that it's like a fucking Mario and Luigi game. Just like fucking little like Mickey Mouse Mario like
you could have told me that was the Illumination movie that they were
right. There's like this like fucking
it.
Avengers Endgame ass shot, and then like cut to the spaceship, and it's like Mario hanging out with the fucking Rayman raving rabbits. All right, so then so the Ubisoft, and then Saturday there was the Xbox and Bethesda show.
That's the best show.
What do you guys think of this one? Just
I enjoyed it a lot.
General thoughts.
I liked it a lot.
Oh, I got my screen time up on my phone a lot during that press conference.
Yeah. My favorite part was the trailer for Starfield looking like every other Bethesda game.
Every other Bethesda game.
And also no gameplay, even though they said there was going to be gameplay.
Yeah.
That's all I want, baby. I just want a Bethesda game in space, okay? And I'll be happy.
Why do you want another Bethesda game?
I love Bethesda games. They're all fun.
They're...
Hey, they're all fun.
I don't know, did you play Fallout 4?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Fallout 4.
I mean, not without mods. Not without mods, obviously, but...
Yeah, and that's what everybody says. They say...
You're right. From Twitch paid sponsors about Bethesda games, because this isn't it.
Bethesda games are only good when the community makes them, okay?
Yeah, I agree. I can't wait for the community to make Starfield 10 times better than it is.
It's 2021, and you have to put mods on to get New Vegas running on your PC, so that's all I have to say about Bethesda.
Yeah.
The thing I enjoyed, the thing that Xbox always does with their press conferences that I like is that they just go game.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying.
And then every once in a while they'll have someone come out and talk. I was really worried that they were going to do that with like every game, because after they showed Starfield, some like woman who was just staring at the teleprompter came out and was just like
fucking
some woman, right, Noah? Wow.
I'm just describing it.
We have to keep women off of our video game streams.
Yeah,
okay?
I think the girl from Archer does a good job. I think everyone like
Aisha Taylor.
The girl from Archer.
Yeah, she every time she shows up at E3, it's the best.
Who that is?
AC dies.
But and then
I love her.
But they were pretty good at just going like game, and then they did Forza, and then just complete like dead stop. They had to talk about Forza for fucking like 15 minutes.
Like it was a revolutionary racing game that we're all gonna definitely play.
Out of all the games they could have
Forza fan.
You're not.
I thought it was like a really fucking cool game. I was like, this looks amazing. And then I realized it was a car game. And then when you're doing the car thing, which is going fast, you can't even see the nice scenery. It's all blurry because you're going so
fast. Have you ever been in a car?
Yeah. So like, but have you ever been in a car going 120 miles per hour?
Hey, guess
you
what?
ever hit bowling pins while you're in your car?
It's like,
I have actually.
The whole game goes blurry and you're just racing. It's like, great scenery, dude. Oh, I can't believe it's photorealistic. I can't see it.
Then slow down, buddy.
Yeah,
just slow down.
It's a racing game.
Racing game because none of the cars hit each other either. And you're telling me that's going to be perfect driving the entire time you play? No.
And you can't go off road. There's like
at all.
There's bumpers.
You can't.
I don't know. Probably not.
I don't know. I'm not going to play it.
Oh, okay.
Because I really wanted Forza for $90.
Okay, because I thought the whole point of the game was that it was like open world in like Mexico. It was So there's no boundaries.
No, open road game, Matt. It's an open road.
Well,
game.
I'm sure you can go off road, but obviously not in like a sports car or something.
Yeah, there's platforming. You can like go in an elevator, and
that's what I'm hoping.
There's none of that.
That's what I want.
There isn't a Pontiac Montana van in Forza.
Then I'm not playing. I'm not playing.
I will not.
Oh, I see. No,
can I drive a Prius
machine.
They showed off the Halo Infinite multiplayer, which I thought looked pretty good. It just looks like Halo, which is
what else would you want?
Halo.
Yeah.
Cool that I
That's
don't have to
cool.
buy the game to play it. So I'll
I don't
definitely
know.
play
I
it.
don't really know how that Infinite game is going to hold up. It kind of just seems like sort of like like we were talking about
They're
this sort of
betting a lot
Ubisoft-
on their campaign and their battle
Yeah.
passes, which also don't expire, which is cool too.
That was a big part of that.
Good
Yeah.
choice.
I was disappointed not to see anything like Destiny related, but I know it's like PlayStation owned when it comes to revealing content
Or-
first.
Right.
PlayStation
But, like,
Is PlayStation not having one? Or
They do
what's
not
the
have a
company?
state of play yet.
Oh, okay. They're doing their own
sat it
thing.
out. They sat it out. They let Halo sort of take.
They're like, yeah, we're gonna let Xbox win this year.
Did you guys play the original Outer Wilds at all? That was by the Fallout developer.
Wilds or Outer Worlds? They're two different.
Oh, sorry,
games.
Outer Worlds. Sorry.
I did. I'm a big fan.
What's Outer Worlds?
That's the one by the Fallout developers, right?
Is it?
By
Oh,
Obsidian,
I know
yeah.
what that is.
The space one.
Oh yeah,
the
wasn't
trailer
that one
for
like
the-
supposed to be open
Fallout
world?
Space
Wasn't it?
Vegas.
What's that, Matt?
I mean, it's pretty open world.
Yeah.
It's not like
They-
Skyrim, but
I enjoyed the trailer
go
for the
wherever you
second
want.
one because it basically just showed everything that was like terrible about E3 trailers, and then it was like
Yes.
followed by trailers that were doing the exact same thing that they were talking about, where it's like character we haven't even finalized yet, monster that's not going to be in the game, horrible
Cool action
like,
shot.
yeah, like horrible slow motion action shots. Probably not going to play that game though. Didn't play Outer Worlds. And then there was Sea of Thieves, Jack Sparrow edition.
Yeah.
That's
Matt's
funny.
a big fan of Sea of Thieves.
Oh, I
It's
love
free, too.
Sea of Thieves. Is it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Why'd I pay $90 for it then?
Oh, we
No,
we
the
all gotta
expansion.
play it.
The Jack
okay.
Sparrow
Exactly.
expansion.
Then that's
Okay.
cool.
See, we all gotta play it now. We all gotta play Sea
I'm
of Thieves.
absolutely.
Love
I
Sea of
installed it on Game Pass, and then I went into a random lobby, and I got banned because I wasn't doing the whole pirate role playing thing. And I said, "Oh, all right, uninstalled off my
Wait,
hard drive."
what the fuck? You got banned?
That's funny.
Yeah, like I was not like welcome back or anything because I wouldn't do like the whole like role playing aspect of it, and I was like, "Oh, this is not a casual game whatsoever."
Yeah. They're like,
No.
all right, matey, walk the plank, and you're like, no. Okay,
You mean
banned.
nar?
No.
Alright.
Yeah,
All
so
right,
they don't want me to
public
ban.
walk the
server?
plank.
I don't get it. Who banned you? Did like Bill Gates come down from the heavens and be like, "You're not playing my game properly," and just fucking permanently ban you?
It was actually right after Bill Gates did that too.
That's fucked.
Oh,
Jack Sparrow was like so long, and then like I don't know, was drunk and fell into I don't know what he does in those movies anymore. Also, is it
Admins,
Johnny?
he's breaking RP.
Is he Johnny Depp doing the voice, or like one of the 100 shitty like Jack Sparrow impersonators?
even
as far as
though
I can
he's
tell,
not
it's
doing
Johnny
it.
Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Sounded
Johnny
like
Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Depp. He's replaced with an impersonator. Impersonator killed him, and then has been impersonating him.
It's
all
an
this time.
impersonator. It's better at playing Jack Sparrow than Johnny Depp is.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I don't think I think it's Johnny Depp.
And then after that, there was like a really long ass trailer for Stalker 2. It was like really.
Oh yeah.
And then
What was the first thing they showed?
what?
You're
Yeah,
going
well,
out
I
of
don't know.
order here. You're
I'm
going
going
out
in
of
like
order
I
here.
have this weird order here that I'm just gonna go through. They're really pushing Fallout 76. They're
Ryan.
Really pushing Fallout
they
76.
really want people to play it. Todd Howard needs people online.
Please, we have Brotherhood of Steel, guys.
Like,
Come on, bro.
Like, just work on a new good Fallout game, please.
We have
Stop.
Pittsburgh, bro.
Fallout 76.
Please.
We've worked really hard on this game.
Yeah. Did you guys like the Elder Scrolls 6 trailer?
Oh,
yeah.
amazing! It was
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's
good.
so good. You're
I don't even
in
remember a second from it.
Yeah, like you're in Hammerfell, and you get to you can
God,
like
that would be awesome.
you can you get a dragon from the beginning of the game, and like yeah, so it looks
Stupid. I wouldn't
You
like
are
that.
a dragon, actually.
You're actually a dragon
Yeah,
in the game.
dragon.
Yeah, you can fly around the world. You can clip through every building.
I don't
Yeah,
think you're telling the truth right now.
What else? Microsoft Flight Simulator. I mean, looks like how it is, right?
Cool game.
Battlefield 2042.
Now that looked cool. That where they did the thing, he jumped out of the jet and he shot it, the other jet,
Oh,
with
I
a
did
rocket
see that.
launcher.
No, yeah, the Battlefield thing
Classic.
is fun because I would love like if Call of Duty had like good grapple physics.
Grapples.
Grapple, yeah.
Oh yeah,
good-
there is a
good
grapple hook in it. See, any game can be improved by like 110% by just adding a grappling hook.
Exactly.
Right.
It's the
Doom.
most fun mechanic in any
Halo.
game.
Mhm.
Sonic has a grappling.
And I'm
hook.
glad games are catching on to it.
Kirby, Forza, you know. Just keep
Kirby
adding
fully
grappling
loaded.
hooks. And then yeah, Matt Ryder, you brought up the Redfall game, that zombie. It's like vampire Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
What they're doing.
Ooh.
I thought it looked terrible. I thought all the characters were just like doing one-liners the entire time and being really fucking annoying.
And way too dramatic. Way too dramatic.
All the designs are like super busy and like derivative of just the fucking Overwatch school of design, where it's just like give everyone a cool arm and like a jacket and then like have a bunch of like tattoos and shit. Yeah, I don't know about that game.
Back 4 Blood actually looks really good for like it being 12 years since Left 4 Dead 2.
I know, right?
Getting all the special infected renamed, and you're like, yeah, that's what this is gonna relate to. I'm pretty excited for that one.
Yeah,
they've been pushing that hard.
See, that's the thing. I was expecting that game to be like really similar to Back 4 Blood, but no, it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't really look it. It just kind of looked.
They didn't. I don't think they showed gameplay for it, but I think it's going to be like more of a story based.
I see.
Redfall?
Yeah, 4-person shooter.
You know, looking at Back 4 Blood, and I'm looking at it and how it's like obviously made in Unity, and it's so like hyper realistic, and you have like you're jumping, you have it has like that look to it, like it looks like an indie game, like just assets thrown into I mean, it looks good, right? But it just makes me like I want a Valve game, and not fucking not Half-Life Alyx, because that's fuck off. That fat piece of shit, Gabe Newell. I need fucking Left 4 Dead 3, like actual Left 4 Dead 3, or something like that, because the Source engine is so good. Oh my god.
Have they said though, like why the team has to go on and make their own? Like, is it because Valve just won't?
It's because they don't
finance.
give a
Because Valve
fuck. They
sucks.
don't make games.
Yeah, they don't make games anymore. Literally,
Valve
I don't
doesn't
know
make
why.
games. They literally don't have to.
Well,
It sucks. I hate it. I wish they would make games in Source Engine, or just like release the fucking Source Engine for anybody to use,
Yeah.
you know, and like people to make games on the Source Engine, because oh my god, I love that shit. Because like Half-Life 2, you know,
Go
Left
ahead,
4
Matt.
Dead.
I'm always scared of websites for games that have to like advertise that there's extreme replayability in it. Because if you guys remember Evolve, their catchphrase was literally, "You can play this forever," but February 2015 was not forever. That was only 28 days.
Yeah. It was, hey, while it lasted, that game was fun as hell, though. It was just very repetitive.
I think
and that was Left 4 Dead Team 2.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Wait, it was?
Oh,
There's a relation between Evolve and the Left 4 Dead team.
Okay. What's
Listen,
that team?
I think Back 4 Blood looks cool.
Me too.
I don't think it looks cool.
Their website does say
though.
extreme replayability, so let's hope
that's
it goes
true.
longer
That's
than November.
Potential red flag.
Well, we'll see how long that lasts then, I guess. But yeah, that was the Xbox presentation. I probably like the most like E3 presentation. They still got it. I kind of wish there was like more like big reveals of stuff that like that I didn't know was coming out. Pretty much everything they showed was stuff that people, besides maybe like Outer Worlds 2, but like everything kind of seemed like something that we already knew was coming, or like
it was due on time to release.
There was one cool indie game. I think it's an indie game. I don't know, but it was like, I think it's called Replaced or something. Do you know what I'm talking about with the cool graphics?
Was it like
Replaced.
It's like a cyberpunk kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of like that. I think that looked really cool. That's the only other game I remember that we didn't mention.
If I miss anything, just fucking shoot.
Yeah, there's one. There's one that I liked that looked good called Loot River.
Loot River.
Let me see.
I don't know. It looked like just like a 2D.
I remember this
fighting things.
Yeah. A lot of the indie games look pretty good. I don't think I have a lot of them on this like recap. So if there's one you thought was cool, just bring it up. But yeah, no, like indie games will always probably be like the sleeper hits of E3. There'll always be like something that looks pretty cool, and then we'll come out like a year later. You'll forget about it and be like, "Hey, you should play this fucking game."
Party Animals.
Yeah.
Party Animals.
That did look
Among
fun.
Us.
I
Among
mean,
Us
it's just
was there.
I don't care. I don't
Among
care.
Us
Sus,
was there.
sus.
Was it?
You can have a 15-player lobby now.
Right. I
Yeah,
saw
that sounds like fun. Yeah. Literally, if I was ever to play a 15-player lobby and I was the imposter, as soon as everybody spawns in, I would kill somebody immediately, and then everybody would be screaming. You would never be caught. No one would ever know it was you because
All
everybody
right, guys,
would be
we're gonna
yelling over
discuss
each other.
just like
Yeah,
15 people talking
It's
over
like-
each other.
You'll always get away if you just kill somebody right off the bat.
But that party animals look. I mean, it's basically just gang beasts too. But they
Mhm.
didn't say. Is it a
It looked
different?
it just looked like Fall Guys to me, but it looked fun.
Well, no, it's
Gang
literally
Beasts,
gang
but, like,
beast.
better,
I don't know what
like,
Gang
way
Beast
better.
is.
We
so-
played it
so
at
I'm saying
our old
it
roommate's
reminds me.
house. Remember, it's like you can
Let's see,
grapple
can I
people
Google it?
and throw people off. Gang beasts.
Yeah, but in this
Um,
one you have like there's crossbows.
You're just
and
animals.
shit.
Yeah, there's like more like weapons and
Okay,
stuff.
this game was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
what is this game called?
It's called Party Animals.
it does look fun.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the funniest E3 presentation, my favorite, which was the Square Enix E3 presentation.
Oh
Yep,
god.
that one.
Did you guys see this at
I
all?
did not watch
Matt
that
Ryder,
one.
did you see any of this at all?
They are the ones that announced Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is like the big takeaway for me, and I'm on like that 1% that is okay with it being a single player. You're controlling Star Lord only.
I think people
I'm okay
are
with that.
Yeah,
I just think it
that's
looks
the
like shit.
takeaway. Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway was that, or the
That's
only
harsh.
positive-
I just don't think it looks that good to me.
It's a single player game?
Yeah,
Oh.
and I think
It's
I'm
more- it-
biased to enjoying it because of how much I played Destiny 2. That
Fair
you
enough.
could have sold it to me as like Jack Sparrow and Sea of Thieves. It was just like a Destiny 2 expansion.
Yeah,
right.
it's I think the thing that people like the most of it is that because it's like Mass Effect basically. You have your like team members and you kind of command them, and sort of your choices matter how they kind of like think of you and stuff like that.
It'll be cool to see though.
The thing with this game is that all the designs are I just think are terrible for the
Drax
Guardians.
is awful.
The problem is that
Max looks very skinny. It's like
When
he
the-
hasn't eaten in a year.
when that fucking Avengers game came out, this is the same team, right? But when that Avengers game came, when they first showed it off, everyone was clowning on how the designs didn't look like the MCU designs, like the Marvel movie designs. But at the time, I was like, well, no, they shouldn't look like the Marvel designs, because if they want to keep this in the same sort of vein as that Spider-Man game, then they have to kind of make their own thing and sort of, base it on the comics and other versions of the characters that aren't the MCU. And so for like the Avengers, it's kind of hard to not look like the MCU characters. Like you're not really going to do a new Captain America design that's not going to make people think of the movie Captain America, right? So I thought people were dumb for thinking that. But seeing this, it's literally just like, how close can we get to the MCU, the Marvel movies, without
To attract the
being-
person.
My problem was never that they don't look like the movies or they don't look like the comics. My problem was that they just look like shit. Like they just don't look like good character designs to me.
I thought
At
At
like
least
some
in
of-
the Avengers. I don't mind the Guardians of the Galaxy ones.
I don't know.
Speaking-
I think they're too busy and they look too bland and too much like the Marvel movies. There's so much like source material for the Guardians as opposed to the Avengers that they could have based them on. I mean, besides the designs, like I don't know, the gameplay, like I guess looks fine, and like me personally, like the writing and voice acting seems kind of jank.
The
on this game.
Avengers went literally from 7,000 players at launch to today it only has like 500. That's on
Nice.
Steam.
Oh,
So they
yeah.
probably learned their
Poor game.
lesson to say Guardians of the Galaxy is a single
No,
player
that-
game.
which is
That-
fine, which is cool.
No, yeah,
I
that's
think.
why I think that's a positive takeaway, because man, that Avengers game is ass. Like the fact
It is awful.
games as a service is just done. It's dead in the water. Like
I never understood what that games as a service means.
it just means
Yeah,
like
What does that
they can
mean?
it's so they can release like a shitty, like a very like bare bones game that you can grind, and then they'll just add content for free, right? The problem is that the game that you get is way
Or
below
100%
par. Like
complete?
it's just, yeah, it's just very
until like
subpar.
3 years later. Yeah.
Yeah, if then,
I
if
see.
you even want to stick around with the game.
Right.
But yeah, I guess, and they really banked on that Guardians of the Galaxy game. They showed it for like 25
It
minutes.
went
That's what I
on
heard.
forever.
Yeah.
It was like people are joking, like, "Wait, Square Enix, your presentation, you got to get back." Like they fell asleep. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, it went on forever, and they just kept showing. They showed like they did this thing, and they do this a lot with games where they show like a trailer that's like cut together of everything they have, and then they'll do a gameplay presentation where someone just plays through what they cut for the trailer. So it's like you just know everything that's going to be in it.
You have the whole game in the one press conference.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even have to buy it.
And there's a lot of other stuff at Square Enix, I guess. They're still pushing Avengers, right? They talked about like Black Panther's gonna be in it, and you know there's gonna be like more missions.
They better be pushing Avengers if they made a games as a live service or whatever, then they better stick to it.
And Spider-Man's not even in it yet, I don't think.
I
Gonna
think
be
they,
in it?
PlayStation exclusive. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
I think they caught too much heat for that, and now they're like sort of backing up on that. Because I remember that was a big
100%.
thing.
I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Like
It's
whatever,
buying
the Spider-Man
cosmetics.
game, like the Spider-Man game, sure, that can be whatever exclusive. But Spider-Man as a character in an Avengers game, I mean,
He's not an
Put it
Avenger,
everywhere.
though. They shouldn't have said anything. They should have just left him out and not even like
Still
hint
funny.
at it.
Yeah, it shouldn't have made the game.
Can you imagine
Yeah.
like an Avengers style Super Smash Bros, but you can only play Spider-Man if you play it on PS4,
On PlayStation.
But it has to
I
say
mean-
Sony Spider-Man on the character selection screen.
yeah.
Our,
So
our
PlayStation-
trademark, registered trademark.
PlayStation 4's Spider-Man.
Uh-huh.
The whole character select. I mean, to be fair, they did that with like Soul Calibur and shit. Like they would have a console exclusive character. You can't play fucking Link on Xbox. But
Yeah, but that was cool because each
Yeah, right.
console had a character exclusive.
well, Xbox is gonna get they're gonna get Batman. as their
Yeah.
character.
Oh, damn. All right.
In the
all right.
Avengers?
Oh, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like the
I think
crossover of the
I'd prefer that.
lifetime.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But yeah, anyways, that looked like shit. I guess there's like Final Fantasy remasters coming out. They didn't really talk about it. They just said like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then didn't say like what it was at all.
Instead of remastered, they should just make a promise that the same game will come out 2 years later and then 2 years later. Because all I ever see Final Fantasy tagged with is remastered on any of the games they have.
Fair
Pretty much.
enough.
Pretty much. I mean, I would like just to play those games. It'd be cool if they put all 6 on one pack, like one fucking cartridge. But I have no idea what it's gonna be because they didn't say anything. And then they showed off a bunch. Oh, go ahead.
No, did they just show the logos? I didn't watch Square Enix.
No,
at
they
all.
were just like we're gonna remaster 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then didn't show what that remaster is gonna look like, and just kind of left it at that. They didn't say if it was all gonna be in a pack, if they were all gonna like come out one at a time.
Oh.
Yeah. Are you guys big Life is Strange fans? Big Life is Strange heads?
If only
I
Chris
wanna-
was here.
Yeah, I played. Okay, so I played through, which is actually surprising for me. I played through the first one and I played through the prequel.
Wow.
And I have to be honest with you. Both were kind of bad. The first one was okay because you had the stop time or reverse time, wherever the fuck ability.
Yeah.
But then the prequel, you didn't have any special abilities. You were literally just a normal person going through like edgy teenage life
Yeah.
and being
What
a
the fuck?
lesbian. Edgy lesbian teenage life. And I was like, wow, this
game.
was.
Yeah.
And then it like
not a-
abruptly ends. Like it ends on a
Political.
high note, and then it goes to like, and then it like goes into the story of the first game, right? Like the
Yeah.
friend, you know, Chloe's best friend is missing or something, or
Chloe's-
whatever.
I'm
Just
not
goes
a
straight
fan
into
of
it.
any of those games, but I have a problem with games like that because they feel like they're due a remastered when they haven't even hit like 10 years out. Like The Last of Us. How many times do you have to remaster this first one? It's a game from 2013,
I
and they're
know.
acting like it comes from the early 90s in terms of, we
buddy.
got to get this back out for
It's
everybody.
so good though. It's so good.
I know.
It's like
I
Devil
can't
May
have
Cry
PS4.
with fucking. It's a movie. It's not a game.
Can you imagine like a prequel to a Spider-Man game that's a prequel to Spider-Man, so he doesn't have any of his powers and it's just you going to school?
Average
What if
civilian
that guy's the
simulator.
Spider-Man game?
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
hanging out.
Press
Just
square
going to
get
work.
press square to get beat up.
Yeah,
like, 5 times.
and you have like choices to make. I'm sure they're already making that.
Someone popped your bike tires. Deliver pizza on foot.
Yeah, fuck.
you literally can't successfully do any quick time events. Like no matter if you press the right button right away, it just fails. So you just
It
get
always
punched in the
fails.
head constantly. But yeah, I don't know. This new Life is Strange where it's like a woman needs supernatural powers to feel empathy. It's like
She can, but that's not all. She can literally read minds, and she knows if somebody's like lying or not. So you can
just
use
ruin
these
people's
powers.
relationships. Just
You
ruin
can use
people's
these powers,
relationships.
to literally manipulate people into doing what you want. Isn't that fucked up? I don't know
They
what
show
the
it-
story is. I need
I
to play
know.
it. I'm
They show
actually
it-
really interested. I
they
want to be
show
an
it-
evil character.
They show in the trailer where it's just like decide, like you find out someone is like cheating or something, and then it's just like decide what you want to do, and there's like they're cheating. Like
You either call them out on their lie because you can read their fucking feelings or whatever, or you can let them continue lying and don't call them out right to their face. Like that was in the trailer. It was the guy's like, man, I'm not cheating on you. And then your choice was like call him out on his bullshit or like let it slip. And then the computer chose to call him out, and all she says is like, he's lying to you. It's like, okay. Are you going to reveal that you have these powers that you know? Being like, trust me, I know. I have superpowers. I know he's a fucking liar. Like,
fantastic.
Great game, dude.
Yeah.
So, and that's another thing. These games, these Life is Strange games, they give like you have this superpower. You can tell feelings. You know what they're feeling. You know that they're lying. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what choice you make. You can call them out or not. People aren't going to fucking believe you. It's just like the first game where you can turn back time and you can fuck up the universe. And then at the end, it's like you either live in this destroyed world where all of your friends and family are dead, or you can go back in time and let your friend die. You know, sorry, spoilers, but there's no real choice. Like that's the ending, no matter what you do. I guess there is. You can do, you get the secret ending where you kiss her. You get the secret.
That's the 100% completion ending, right there.
Yeah, there's a secret girls kissing each other scene, but I'm sure there's going to be something like that in the newest one.
Strange.
Achievement unlocked. Yeah,
I don't know how to get it though. I tried to romance her. Okay,
and
that
tried
first
his
one,
hardest.
I literally did everything, and I didn't get the choice.
We included an LGBTQ relationship in our game. You just have to go to the start menu and press down, 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 left, left, left.
Yeah, you have to go into the secret unlock menu.
Secret cheat code menu. And then the last thing they sort of showed off at the Square Enix was that fucking bonkers Final Fantasy game where you play as like a guy in a t-shirt.
Oh, they look like civilians. Like
yeah,
completely.
they look like fucking Imagine Dragons, and like you're just going through this castle. I guess it's a prequel to the original Final Fantasy, but none of the designs look like they belonged in that world at all. They all look like fucking like you look like Eminem, and you're just going through and like. He keeps talking. He's like, "I'm gonna kill Chaos" because the villain's name is Chaos.
Oh yeah,
8 Mile prequel. I'm down.
Okay,
yeah.
That game was. I didn't know it was gonna be Final Fantasy. I was. Oh my god, I can't do anime. I must kill Chaos. Chaos must die. And then at the end of the trailer, it's like, I am Chaos, and I just fucking turned my.
You sure that's anime? That just sounds like Sonic to me.
No, it's literally Final Fantasy. It was the worst thing ever. I felt like I was watching what's that game? Genshin Impact trailer, or like for a new character or something. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, it doesn't look great, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Let's move on from Square Enix. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Finally,
Warner Bros. We already talked for Back 4 Blood, and then there was the PC gaming show and features game show. That not a
I
lot
watched that
really.
one,
No, I didn't really watch it either.
but there wasn't much.
There was a Hello Neighbor 2
Oh,
trailer.
God. Yeah, that's what we
yeah.
need more of.
Hello Neighbor 2.
Didn't we already make fun of that game?
We
like,
were
in an
making fun of
earlier
it.
episode?
Yeah, we were talking about it. Matt, are
guys
you a
should
big
follow Don't Will.
Hello Neighbor fan, Matt Ryder?
No, I actually
Okay.
just like watched gameplay of it like the other week, and I said no, this would not bring me in to play it.
Yeah, so yeah, great presentation that must have been, I guess.
Yeah.
And then moving on from there, there was the Take-Two panel. They didn't show anything. Why am I reading through this if there's, like, any of it?
Take-Two. What's Take-Two?
Some shitty thing. Capcom had a presentation where they just talked about Resident Evil DLC,
Hell yeah.
some Monster Hunter shit.
Love Capcom.
Let's see. There was a
Bit different.
Namco shit thing, and then I guess the final one that we'll talk about was the Nintendo
Oh,
Direct. This was the one yesterday. I guess just initial thoughts. What did you think of Nintendo?
so that was like the only one that I was like, okay, I have to watch this from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
But I had to turn the YouTube comments off while I was reacting with the friends over at Friend Train.
Yeah.
But like, man, I think they serviced everybody that was looking for something. Nintendo fans love to say, I need a new Metroid, a Donkey Kong, a Pokemon, a Zelda, I need a new Mario, and they like need a game from every franchise or else it's the
That
shittiest
Pokemon.
direct. Please cancel it.
Yeah.
But there was
Agreed.
so much good stuff from that direct that like games I'm not even gonna play, but a lot of them actually like hit a home run in terms of it's coming. And the big one for me, like would be, I know we're gonna get into it, was Warioware.
Yeah,
And,
that
like,
looks sick. Go ahead.
The WarioWare on the Wii U, I thought that was like the funeral for WarioWare, but then they brought back like the smooth moves plus new mechanics, and I was like, all right, I can get behind this. So like that's my biggest takeaway, other than Mario and Rabbids, was WarioWare.
Yeah, I've played WarioWare like a little bit. Like I played like the Game Boy one and I played the DS ones, but like and like I think there was like a Wii one that I played a bit. But I've always wanted to play it more just because they look really like fucking like fun and quirky though. But this one looks pretty good too, and I'm glad that it looks fun that it's 2-player. That and the Monkey Ball collection.
That was another one.
I think that for me, like just little stuff, like because the problem with Nintendo Directs is that, well, I mean the last one we talked about it on our show, but it was just all fucking JRPG bullshit that looked like unfun. Every game looked the same. Every game has video game voice acting in it, which is like, I don't know what happened in the past like 4 or 5 years, but video game voice acting is like all done by people from YouTube. It's all done from like Ruby voice actors. Like it just sounds fucking terrible. Every Smash trailer has horrible voice acting. The guy who like, and like no hate, I guess, but the guy who did here's some hate. The guy who does the Nintendo Directs now, I want to throw up when he has to like pretend like Goku's voice, like dude, yeah, he does like the Dragon Ball Z voice. He has to say like Danganronpa. He goes like, "This is weird." Okay, like I can't do it. I'd rather
Now you had to like whisper, and I was like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
Now you know how I feel when I listen to dubs of anime, yeah, or just anything like that in general.
A lot of
any trailer from Square Enix.
I don't know what happened. Just voice acting just got really bad.
You think this is new? It's always been like this.
No,
it's literally always been trash.
No, there's been good video game. There's good video game voice acting, dude.
Of course, not for like anime dubs though. I'm sure the Japanese voice actors are fucking great, but the English dub voice actors, they always get fucking Randy Random from YouTube. You know, it's like whatever. English guy, just read this script.
Great. They had
perfect. We don't give a fuck.
Final Fantasy VII Remake had Badger from Breaking Bad in it, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, the Final Fantasy VII Remake had actual voice actors.
They had
Right?
Superman
Who was
from
who
the
was
Superman and Lois.
They had what's his name? The Mr.
Peter
Krabs.
Griffin.
Yeah, Peter Griffin. Oh yeah, what's his
I can't remember his
Uh,
name.
Clancy Brown.
Yeah,
he-
yeah.
He's in everything though.
Yeah.
Anyways.
and you have good voice actors, but like, why would they get a good voice actor for Smash Bros?
They got Snake, David Hayter, and he was Metal Gear Mario. What do you guys think of the Super Smash Bros. Character reveal?
I mean, cool. I don't really care.
Yeah, I
Master
fell off the
Chief?
Smash
Yeah.
Bros. DLC hype like forever ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they needed something. I don't know. It's like there's people that like fucking Tekken, dude. I get it, but it's also like you just released probably the most like let down characters, and I guess no offense to fucking Xenoblade fans, but oh my god, dude.
The last
like,
two have been Snorefests.
well, for me, Sephiroth was it.
Literally,
for me.
I've only cared about Steve.
Which
I mean, that's the only character I wanted, so I'm happy.
For me, it was like
Steve in the game.
Steve from Minecraft came in, and I was like, yes. And then Sephiroth came in, I'm like, yes, let's fucking go. And then it was like anime, over-designed, horrible-looking, fucking shitty characters.
What about Hero, dude?
That was like a long-ass time ago. What are you...
Oh, I don't fucking keep up. I don't know how many characters are in it.
Well, there's two left. There's 2 spots left, and I guess it's going to be this
really?
Kazuya, John Tekken, this fucking Kazuya guy. And I know Tekken characters. There's so many, like, I think more interesting Tekken characters.
Yeah, like the bear.
The bear.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
The guy.
Well, you can say that about anything. There's more interesting Street Fighter characters to put in than fucking Ryu.
Yeah, but Ryu's the one everybody knows, right?
And I mean, like, they already have Ryu in the game, and this guy, like, is just another Ryu.
He looks like Ryu.
Did you complain when Ken was in the game? No.
No, but Ken is another Street
What
Fighter.
about Terry? You were like, oh, I love Terry. I love King of Fighters.
I like King of Fighters. Look,
no, you don't.
Look,
no, you don't.
If you want it, look, people say like, "Oh, Smash is a fighting game," but then when fighting game characters get added, everyone loses their mind. Well, maybe it's not so much a fighting game, you know? Maybe you think.
I really think that you're gonna get your like full fighters pass, and you're gonna get that infamous Nintendo One More Thing, but it's gonna be like Waluigi sitting on like the sidelines, and like Mario just hands him like a pity invitation, and he'll have like the most OP Bayonetta moveset we'll never expect. Like it'll be like Piranha Plant levels of how the fuck did you think of that to give a plant, but like Waluigi.
You're gonna give him a tennis racket.
Yeah. I hope so, dude. I hope they add. I hope there's. I mean, like, look, any Smash Bros. They could add characters that like are made up, and I wouldn't care. I just want that roster like filled out. I get fucking joy out of seeing a fucking huge fucking Smash Bros. Roster. And
who's Min Min? What the fuck? When did Min Min come out?
That's from ARMS.
Here's the first one.
Oh, it's the ARMS.
I was contemplating getting a refund when I got Min Min because the trailer looked pretty cool. I've never played ARMS, but the trailer looked pretty cool. I was like, okay, Banjo was fun, Joker was alright, but it's just more edgy pistol shooting than anything. But Min Min is just a waste of a slot. You can't tell me otherwise. Her arms Yeah, go ahead.
Pretty unique, at least.
I have not. Yeah, no. Like I like that. At least she has like something new. Like Kazuya just looks like another fighter. I haven't played. The last time I played Smash was when Sephiroth came out, and they did a bunch of like Sephiroth stuff. They did like the Sephiroth challenge where you can fight him, and I downloaded him. I did like his story mode, and then I did not touch it when those fucking anime idol Hatsune Miku characters were put in the game. So I don't know. I'd rather have like a fighting game character than like another JRPG sword guy with like the same face design as every other Fire Emblem and other character. But at the same time, I would have preferred if they added like Bloringo Sploringo from Bloringo's Big Adventure, if you know what I mean.
Well, that was like my biggest prediction right there was they were gonna add him, but I was just let down, like always. I'm a Nintendo fan. I have to tweet about my displeasures, actually.
Yeah.
Well, there's one left. Matt, who do you hope the most gets in if you had to pick one character for this last slot?
I would like one more Zelda rep, but like it would either be like the champions as like kind of like how the Pokemon trainer worked, or I wouldn't mind like Eggman kind of playing like Bowser Jr.
That'd be cool.
Crash Bandicoot, that's just like an obvious. Everybody wants him in. Like when the Wii U days were like when we were speculating for the Wii U days,
Yeah.
it was like let's name everybody popular, but when we get Bayonetta, we're gonna act like it came out of nowhere. Crash Bandicoot, I think will get the last spot, but if I had to like,
I
pick
hope
one,
not.
I hope it's not Crash either. I hope it's also not Master Chief because I can't like
Oh,
Steve has a really interesting
want
move.
Master Chief.
You want Master Chief?
I need Master Chief.
I would
He
love
just
it.
work
Or like
so
Rayman would
awkward.
be cool. I like Rayman.
Rayman would be cool.
I would love like just one like shooter character, whether it's the fucking Fortnite guy, because I think that would be fucking
Don't
funny.
see.
Holy
I would also
that-
be okay with that.
John
Like
Wick.
it's not like I'm actively
Wick.
like hoping it's him, but I would not mind if it was.
Or like
Fortnite.
Doomslayer or Master Chief.
Oh, Doomslayer would be fucking awesome.
Or a TF2 character.
Holy fuck.
I
If
do
it
not
was
want a TF2
Jonesy,
character.
Nintendo
Or an
would have to
Overwatch.
border up their business, like their location. Can you
Or an
imagine?
Overwatch
Uh,
character. I wouldn't be
fuck
surprised.
off.
I'm actually surprised they haven't done that at least, because I feel like they have more than just. I know probably Nintendo are like, well, we don't want a character that just shoots, because that's why they took all of Snake's guns away. Even though Joker literally just has a gun, but they put him in.
Bayonetta
like-
has 2 guns.
But they're on her feet. They're fake science magic
Doesn't
guns.
matter.
So
They're still.
they can get away with it. But I
How
feel
they say
like
that.
I feel like Overwatch characters have more going on, so I'm surprised they haven't, at least pursued that. I
Or
feel like
spirits.
would you be
Yeah, that'd be-
surprised at all if they do a Fighters Pass 3? Or do you think they won't?
There won't be. He already said there won't be.
Did he?
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
believe him?
I do. He has never
depending
lied.
on how long they want the Switch's life to go for,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think a Fighters Pass 3 would definitely be possible, but they wouldn't like announce it as fast as they announced the second one.
Right.
I was looking
and I don't
at-
think it would be 5 characters either.
I've been looking at like fighting
12.
games that have been supported for a really long time, and I think Street Fighter 5 is still getting DLC, and I think that came out like way before.
I think that's
I
the
don't know.
longest supported.
Yeah. So
Game.
I mean, Smash Bros makes so much money still. Like with pretty much, I feel like with every DLC release, they still get like a big spike in sales, especially during Steve. Minecraft.
And they crash
Steve.
the eShop every
Steve.
time.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to add a bit more. I also liked that Kazuya in the trailer killed everyone in Smash Bros. I like that they're keeping up the theme that someone has to
Nintendo
die.
characters have to die,
Yeah.
Good.
except for Kirby. Kirby could
Kirby
float away in the
Kirby is the
background.
most powerful. That's why.
I guess what else was there? There was the new Metroid. Which looks
Yes,
good.
baby. Not Metroid Prime, but it's Metroid. I'm a Metroid man.
New Metroid though.
It's Metroid
uh,
hold you over.
basically
Yeah,
sequel
pretty-
to.
But it is Metroid Dread, which has been 20 years in the making.
I heard that. I heard it was like they were supposed to release because it's a sequel to Fusion, which is a sick fucking game. I've only ever
I'm
played.
excited, and it looks wonderful.
I've only ever played Metroid, Super Metroid, and Fusion, but Metroid, it's just it's a formula that works, Looks fucking sick.
And the only other Nintendo thing I watched was Breath of the Wild 2.
And then Breath of the
second one,
Wild.
which looks beautiful.
Skyrule Sword. That was something. Seeing Link fly in the sky.
I'm very excited. I know that was beautiful. I brought a tear
I
to
like
my eye.
I like people editing him into like a Fortnite map,
yes,
falling
yes.
from the fucking battle bus.
Hair physics. Come on, guys. Let's get behind Nintendo with these hair physics.
But yeah, looking forward to that, I guess. I don't know if I'm gonna get the Skyward Sword remake.
Not for $90.
No.
Not 10 years ago, I got the golden Wii remote and Skyward Sword, and now
Right?
you're going to charge me
For-
150
for less
for
money.
the Joy-Cons and the game?
Literally, the Joy-Cons that are going to start drifting after 3 months.
My Animal Crossing Joy-Cons drift, and it's so heartbreaking. 'cause,
I think
like,
Really, mine have
Joy-Cons are
not
fine.
started to drift, but that's because I don't use my Joy-Cons. I just
No,
use the
same.
Pro controller because I hate Joy-Cons.
I think my Joy-Cons just don't charge anymore. Like I think they're busted for charging.
once you
They
see
also-
the light go off on the side, you know the Joy-Cons are on their way to drift zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
good
then-
design, Nintendo.
Thanks, Maimoto.
Great.
Yeah, he was in there in R&D fucking putting together plastic.
They got
Um,
biogenic to make their controllers just to save a bit of money. Isn't it funny that PlayStation 5 controllers and Xbox controllers have started to drift too? But before, you could literally throw an Xbox 360 controller off the CN Tower and it'd work twice as better.
Yeah.
Matt's brother knows all about that.
So, on all overall, what do you think of E3?
Well,
This
overall, I have seen maybe 30% of it, so it was okay.
You would have
Not the
heard of it,
best.
though.
Not the best,
Matt Ryder.
but
What are your final thoughts?
It did not. Well, video games as a general right now for me don't have me like, oh, I need to play that day one. I need to stay up till 12 for the midnight release. But the games I'm actually interested in seem like they're gonna have like longevity. Sparks of Hope. I wish we got like more gameplay of it because it looks like it's near completion. It's just like making sure it doesn't. Well, actually, before I say that, it's weird Nintendo doesn't have any games for Black Friday because usually that's when they capitalize the most. Is like their big Black Friday game.
They did that with Odyssey, right?
And then they did it with Pokemon Omega Ruby and Smash Bros for the
They
Wii
always
U.
had something.
Did they? Yeah, I don't know because the new Breath of the Wild isn't coming out till 2022. So
And
I
I
don't
hope
know.
that's
It
in
might
March
be Metroid
2022.
Dread. When did Metroid Dread say it was coming out?
Don't
I mean, it's a
remember.
weird. It's probably not the best or most popular kind of Black Friday thing to do, but it's something.
It's something.
Anything is better than Nintendo's E3 or Nintendo's 2015 year in general, so I'm not complaining.
Or
But
the 35th Zelda anniversary, yeah.
all the other E3 conferences could have just been an IGN article and I wouldn't have read it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Honestly, like they need to just get their shit together and just start doing. Matt's internet's fucking up. That's okay. We're wrapping up anyways. They need to just start doing game.
Yeah,
Okay, bye.
That's
like
why Xbox had by far the best one. I think.
even
Actually,
then they needed
they had good
Nintendo-
stuff.
Nintendo did really good at making things go by really fast. Like they knew people were coming for the big announcements, so they put like their like 30 games to show off in like 2 minutes. And then when they were what's the Smash Bros DLC character name?
Kazuya.
Yeah, he like rushed through the moves because that video is coming at a future date. But even with prior DLC characters, you're getting that video regardless. But they would spend so much time of their direct showing the moves and how to execute them. But this one was like, we know that we only have 39 minutes. We're gonna do it in a minute and a half.
I just think
the pacing was really good.
I don't think E3 will ever be the same. I think there used to be like everyone would go on stage and just like show off a huge new game coming out. Well, I mean, they'd waste your time and then maybe show you like one thing that's like, holy shit, I did not think this was going to come out. Like the year that they did, it was like the new God of War that people didn't know was going to be a God of War game. And then I think it was like Crash Bandicoot Remake, Death Stranding, and Spider-Man. And then I think that was also the same year that like Nintendo showed off Odyssey gameplay for the first time. Like it used to be pretty fucking insane, but now everyone.
Yeah,
you sound like a boomer.
Now everyone's doing just like their own sort of presentation, which is fine, I guess.
I think Sony started to fall off when that you had to be escorted to 3 separate arenas because they tried making it like a movie presentation other than video games.
So yeah, but I guess that's it for E3. Everyone can relax now. Everyone can wait another year before we talk about video games for a fucking hour. They can unmute the episode now. Matt Ryder, thank you for stopping by.
No, this was awesome. I was telling everybody and their mothers about this.
Oh,
I was like, I get to go talk about video games because I'm only ever texting about them. So to actually talk about them, I can't thank you guys enough for this.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I hope your mother enjoys this episode.
Yeah.
My mom actually wants the link once the episode comes out, so I'll let you know her opinion.
Well, she knows where she could find us, but Matt, where can people find you?
Oh, I'm bad at these plugs. Hello, everybody. I run a collaborative collective, and we showcase artists of all mediums. You can find us on Instagram at our main hub at From the Inside Studios. That's all I'm going to say about that. And on June 25th, Emerson Corleone has an album coming out titled Inner Moonlight. If you enjoy good rap and hip hop that actually doesn't sound like all the littles and all the babies out there, you will
Let's
enjoy
go.
that music. Let's go.
Using some ketchup on it.
But other than that, I don't really have much to say. Other than thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. No, yeah, check out From the Inside Studios. They put a bunch of local artists together. They do a bunch of fun stuff. It's very it's a good positive environment. I've been putting my the podcast through there a lot. So and they've been nothing but helpful and nice. So
I want to say that I'm very happy with how many people send emails of doing the opening script.
Yeah, we've got a lot of the disclaimers that I put in have come from that sort of that side of the local entertainment. So no, it's been great. But I guess for us, and I'll put all the links to Matt Ryder stuff and From the Inside Studio stuff in the description. But I mean, besides that, people know where they can find us. I mean, Basie, do you want to tell people where they can find us?
Yeah, I gotta. Okay, we gotta go quick. I have to take a fucking piss.
Okay.
You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Google Plus. I think we're on Instagram.
We're on the E3 recap.
We have our own website specifically for E3 now. It's called Eggs Entertainment Expo Review. And we're on MySpace. And we have WhatsApp. And what's the Chinese Twitter?
TikTok.
We're on
TikTok.
We're on TikTok and we're on Chinese Twitter. I can't remember what it's called right now, but
we're definitely after the podcast, so you can catch the podcast Nintendo Treehouse where they show you the same thing for 40 minutes on different arenas.
Yeah, we have Talking Unavailable where Chris Hardwick's gonna come out and just sort of like talk about the show and just what everyone already watched.
I love Chris Harddick. Anyways, but
so glad his girlfriend's in jail or whatever.
What the fuck?
You can actually find us though on Instagram at PostUnavailablePod or on YouTube PostUnavailable. Subscribe to us there for video format versions of the podcast. Yeah, and subscribe to Video Game Donkey and subscribe to
because he gave us a shout out, so we're gonna give
him the other day.
He really did not
on his stream.
And we're on iTunes and Spotify, obviously. We'll see you guys all next week.
God bless you.
God bless.
God bless video games. For all the gamers out there.
Amen, brother.
For you.
Wave your gamer flag.
It's Gamer Pride Month. Gamers. Raise your flags.
I gotta get Craig out of here.
See, this is the funny part that you never get to hear because Noah edits it out.
Yeah,
where he's trying to find. Yeah, he's trying to find the copy paste to get Craig out of here. But when
I have to
retype
stream,
because usually it's general, but we're not in general right now. We're in stream.